Right then, welcome back to my reading series. I believe this is episode 7. I will do the obligatory apologising for the state of my room since I made the doorway that isn't finished because it's just me. I've made the hole, but I haven't finished making it tidy. I need to read it. Anyway, I've said it in other videos. It's a bit of a mess, mess. But we're talking about books, okay? And I've already fucked up because it's getting less and less. I planned on doing. Basically, I've read the whole book. Okay, so this isn't a chapters, to chapter 15 or chapter 20 or blah blah. It got away with me, and it was more just because there was a heat wave here in the UK when I was reading it. So the kids were like took out of school and everything. Like, well, the schools were closed, and then the wife's gone away, and I'm just, yeah, I got back to a point, and I was like, oh fuck it, I might as well just finish reading it. So I'm gonna try and not make this sound like a review episode, but I guess that's kind of what it is because it can't be my thoughts so far during the book and where I think the book's gonna go. But I guess I could do it with the series. So yeah, book 3, Wheel of Time, The Dragon Reborn. I think if I said that I struggled with this one, I'd be lying. I think I'm just trying to say that because I enjoyed books 1 and 2 more. Book 2, I prefer so far out of all 3. This one just felt very like, because at the end of book 2, Rand's finally like, fine, yeah, I'm the dragon, get the fucking banner out. Like, thingy called the horn. Like, all the dead heroes come back. They all referred to him as the dragon. So it's like, right, okay, finally, after 2 whole books of him being like, I'm not the dragon, I'm a farmer. I'm not the dragon, I'm a farmer. I'm not the dragon, I'm a farmer. You're like, fuck yeah. Like, take it on board, bud. Wicked. So, and then this one's called The Dragon Reborn. So you're like, shit's gonna get in that. It's gonna start fucking, woo, yes, let's get into it. And it starts the book, and it's like, but I'm not the dragon, am I? I'm like, oh man, really? No. And then, like, I think he's in the first chapter and the last. I think that's it. I think there might be like a mini chapter halfway through, but pretty much he's not in this fucking book, man. And it's hard. Like, I get it that it's nice now because Matt's more fleshed out with the whole look thing he's got. How, like, there's something about him. So now there's a bit more mystery to Matt. He's not just the guy that's got that fucking dagger and he's ill with sickness from the evil. Like, he's been healed. He's all good. There's something more about him. Now he's the guy that, he blew the horn of Valir, so he's like the horn blower. So he's got that about him. But yeah, there's this whole look thing. And also he's a bit of a badass with, the stick. Forget what he calls it, fighting stick. He didn't call it a stick, he called it something else. So that's nice that he's more fleshed. Basically, the other characters have been fleshed out more. Perrin now, like, is not just can talk to wolves. It's this whole, like, how wolves exist in, like, the dream realm. It's called some other word that I can't fucking pronounce. I'm not even going to try. Begins with a T. So it's like, but he can access that. And so can Egwin, because Egwin's what they call a dreamer. But it's really cool because him as the wolf seems to be able to get through it a bit more, like, stealthily. It's just cool. So I like that. That's Perrin. And now he's got, like, I think a love interest that's kind of come along. We didn't hear from Min again. She got fucking sent off at the start of the book and we didn't hear from her again. That's just clicked. Egwin, Neve, Elaine, like, the bitches with power at the bitches with power tower. Like, they've all come into their own a bit more. And then you kind of find along the journeys that they get to each kind of big city or a couple of them, and there's a Forsaken that's leading it or kind of taken over. There's a story of someone that's come along and in a short time they've progressed to being, like, I was going to say the Hand of the King, but that's Game of Thrones. But they're essentially the same position, right? But yeah, I struggled with the whole, we're travelling, we're in inn. Oh, the common room looks like this. This is what the room looks like. The bed looks like this. I'm like, okay, I get it. It's another inn. Oh, now, but the travelling again. Right, okay, because I can't stay at this inn because this happened. Right, the travelling again. And then it's like, oh, now they're on a boat. And they're on a boat. Because they're all end up travelling to the same place, right? But it's just, yeah, I end up skim reading a lot of that. Like, I read dialogue and I will read thoughts and descriptions of a character's perspective, what they think and feel. But yeah, when it's like oh, they've got to this city. And it's like, oh, the people have got these sort of hats on and there's mud everywhere and blah, blah, blah. And it smells like, I skim read it. I'm like, I get it. The place stinks and there's a lot of mud and people look all depressed. Like, cool. Yeah, can we carry on? I do skim through that sort of thing. Obviously, I'm hoping now that book 4 is going to start, will feel a bit fatter. Because that's the other thing with this one, with book 3. It did feel, because it's very travel-y. Like, when I was reading it, I was getting to, like, the last, you know, when you're holding it, you're like, there's fuck all left. And, like, in your hands, like, it feels like there's fuck all left. And I was like, but they were still fucking getting there. Well, they'd arrived in, like, the city, the same city they were all getting to. But then it was getting to the place in the city that they're all trying to get to. And it was like, when are they all actually going to get to where this, like, is this mythical sword that only Rand, the Dragon Reborn, could take? So essentially they're all going there and it's like, is it a trap? Isn't it a trap? But yeah, it felt very like, blah, 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 blah. Oh, we need to go there for Egwin and everything. And the Matt story is like, blah, 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 learning more about Matt. Oh, we need to go there. Perrin and Morian were already headed there from the start. That was... But yeah, it just feels like, okay, they're all here now. Oh, this happens, and that, the end. I was like, oh. Okay. I put a lot of time into this. So I was expecting a bit more of a payoff. Yeah, a little bit more than... You know what I mean? So yeah, I did feel a little bit deflated after finishing it. I'm still invested in the story, obviously. I still want to know what happens. I came into this series fully aware that there's 14, 15 books. So I knew it had to be a slow build, like world building, character building, everything else. So I'm hoping now after 3 books, it's going to be a bit more intriguing. Yeah. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I'd still recommend anyone to start reading the series. I think, yeah, it's just, it was a mix between my expectation from how the second book ended, and also, yeah, from the beginning of the first book, you know, they're traveling, and it's just, I, like, I think I liked it in the second book because they brought in the ways, which, yeah, they're like tainted, but they used them, and then there's also the portal stone things, and when he brought them in book 2, I was like, yeah, see, he's clicked on here that you can't have these fuckers just walking everywhere all the time. Like, shit needs to happen, and they need to get there for shit to happen. But then book 3 just felt a bit like, oh yeah, forgot about that. And everyone's walking and riding horses and taking their sweet fucking time again. Obviously, loads of shit happens along the way. It ain't literally just them on the road, top for the whole book. You know, they meet people and things happen, and you know they start to discover things about themselves and whatnot. So that's what I mean. It is good. I think I'm just tired as well. The wife's away. I've got all the kids to myself, and it's like we had the heat wave last week and they're off school, and then across the weekend, and then so you know it's hard looking after 3 boys when one's diagnosed autistic and the other one's undiagnosed fucking ADD. Like, my kids are hard work. I love them to pieces, but they're fucking hard work, man. So yeah, some of this fatigue coming through might not be the book. It might just be my fucking family. Anywho, looking forward to book 4. I will do my best to... I'd like to do 4 short videos per book, you know, within 10 minutes each. That's my goal. So far, I've not achieved that with the first 3 books. I will try my best to do it with the 4th book. On that note, like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Be sure to check out the rest of my channel. I've got a fuckload of different series. I do a lot of different things, which is why my channel isn't huge, because I cannot niche down. Anyway, yeah, check out the playlist. I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, I already said my goodbyes.